Welcome to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We're live inside Muscatine Hy-Vee on 2nd Avenue in Muscatine, streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Now, here's Tony Tone.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Hy-Vee Today. This is Tony Tone, who forgot his glasses at home, even though his wife reminded him. But in my defense, my wife said, as she was getting ready to leave, "Don't forget your glasses, they're on the shelf." And I said, "Got it." And then as I was about to exit my house, I realized that neither myself nor my wife, and I'm not blaming her, I will take the rap for this one, we had not prepared a lunch to send with our oldest son to daycare. So then I scrambled to do that, and I don't have my glasses. I cannot see anything. I hope I'm talking into the microphone. I guess the good news is I must not need them that bad if I was able to drive here safely. One of my coworkers pointed that out. "Well, you made it here, so do you really need them?" And I said, "Well, yeah. Plus, they just look better." But I digress. Someone who did not forget her glasses, Chef Tess in the Hy-Vee Today kitchen, who I appreciate the fact that not only do you have your glasses on, but that you're here, and then you somehow managed to complete the mashed potatoes that you're going to take over to All Steel and have them wrapped up so that I could not get tempted to sample them.
They are contained. You're welcome.
Those are my favorite now, but you also said, and part of this goofy diet is the cauliflower mashed potato, which sounds about exciting as a root canal. But you claim that you could make some cauliflower mashed potato that would just taste ridiculously good.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much it would be just a fair trade. You just swap out the potatoes for, I like to just boil the cauliflower so it's super tender. And then you just whip it up the same way. The butter, the cream cheese, the garlic, the milk. It's all good. You would be good with all those things.
Yeah, so, I think you're right.
Super tasty. You wouldn't even tell the difference.
I bet I wouldn't. Look at that look at that container of mashed potatoes. Now, I don't want to be rude, and we'll have to let our guests try it later if they want, because I don't think they're on the goofy diet that I'm on. So
we can do that.
All right. Boiling cauliflower. Nummy. Oh, that sounds really good. I bet it'll smell good, too, in here when that happens. What are you going to do next? Blend up some Brussels sprouts?
In a milkshake, yeah.
We can't have a donut milkshake and then a Brussels sprout. I can't even say it. I'll throw up. I can't do it. Well, I'm glad to be with y'all. Today is Tuesday the 26th. We are going to be paying attention to the weather, so do the same. Chance for some storms later on this afternoon, so just a heads up on that. We'll get that out of the way. And we have a lot to cover this morning, and I'm very excited that our first guests are with us. We have 3 guests on the show right now. And I'm going to go from my right on down. We have Travis Moss, Brad Small, and Jason Miller. Fellas, welcome to the show. Good to see y'all.
Hey,
shake, shake, shake. I got to shake hands. It's my thing to do. Talking Special Olympics at Muscatine, of course. But first, let's start out with how have you been, Travis? I haven't seen you in a while. How you been, pal?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Well, this is your first time on the show. You're no stranger to doing interviews. So you're not even nervous, right?
Nope.
Okay. I can't even get him to try.
He's very talkative too.
Yeah, I can't get him. Brad, how have you been, pal?
Pretty good.
I was gonna say I seem to run into you a little bit more, right?
Yep.
Our paths cross.
Yep.
I think that's a good sign of our friendship.
Yep. I am an uncle.
Yeah, you are here a lot.
Yep.
Did you say you're an uncle?
My little sister had a baby.
Congratulations.
6 pounds.
Wow.
His name is Lucas.
That is fantastic. Uncle Brad, everybody.
You're an uncle again?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
So you're not a first-time uncle?
Nope.
Okay, so all right. Maybe the second
So
time you're an uncle?
He's not a rookie.
You've done this before.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, still, that's good.
I
Congratulations.
Hope but niece enough though.
Yeah, good for you.
That's good.
Jason Miller, how you doing, pal?
I'm doing well. How are you?
We're talking about beard oils before we started, so those are the conversations that happen before the show starts.
I have a lot of those conversations.
So coming up, Are we at state? I feel like we did some state swimming. I know that because
Yeah.
my brother-in-law was there.
Yep,
Do
yep.
we still have any more state games, or are we going nationals now?
We're going nationals now,
Okay.
and nationals is every 4 years. So this is
Oh,
this is
boy.
a big one. So
Yeah.
this doesn't happen that often,
Right.
obviously. But so we're going to leave Friday to head to Seattle, Washington, to
Awesome.
compete in the 2018 USA National Games.
This Friday
Yeah.
you're going.
This Friday we're leaving. We'll fly out on Saturday. We're going to
Okay.
stay the night in Des Moines Friday night because our flight
excellent.
leaves early on Saturday morning. But
That is so fantastic. So,
Yeah.
who will be joining you from Special Olympics
Sure.
Muscatine? Who's going to nationals?
yeah, so including us three, and then Tim, who couldn't be here, Coach Tim. We're going to meet up with 37 other athletes and about 10 to 12 other coaches and staff from
Wow.
the state of Iowa.
That is fantastic. So, Travis, I want to ask you: have you been to nationals before?
Yes, I have.
Are you excited to get out west to Seattle? Hopefully, it's not. I always think of Seattle like it's raining all the time. We don't want it to rain, right?
It makes no difference to me. I'll be in the pool. So it can rain all
He'll
day.
be wet
so
anyhow.
all matters for me.
Travis is used to being wet from the swimming. So, which events will you be competing at on the national level? Do you know yet?
Yeah, the 400 free, 200 IM, and 4x400 relay.
And if you know anything about Travis Moss, you are a fish in the water, and you are incredible. I know that because I've seen you swim, so you got to be feeling pretty confident heading into the national games, right?
I don't know. Too confident, but I've been practicing.
Good. Well, I can't wait. I'm so happy for you. And Brad, what are you going to be participating in at the national games?
Powerlifting.
Powerlifting.
Yep.
Yeah, buddy.
Yep.
Powerlifting. That's going to make me sweat already thinking about that.
You want to tell them what two things you'll be doing? What have we been practicing, working on?
Bench press,
Okay.
Deadlift.
Deadlift and
Yep.
bench press. You're
Yep.
doing both of those?
Yep.
Wow. It's been a long time since I've done both of those. I don't want to tell you how long it's been. How long do you think it's been since I bench pressed? What was that?
high school.
Thank you, Travis. It's been a little bit past high school, but it hasn't been recently. So every 4 years, Jason, the national games come up. It is a huge deal.
Yeah.
And to be able to go and represent Special Olympics in Muscatine is just it's incredible. I mean,
Yeah,
for
it's a
lack of
big
a better
deal.
word, it's
Yeah.
a really big. It's a big show to go to, though.
Yeah,
at the
it
same
is.
time.
Yep.
So what? You've gone before, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your the days that you'll be in Seattle? What's it going to look like? You have like opening ceremony, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
and
opening
then-
ceremonies is on July 1st.
Okay.
It'll be aired on ESPN.
Excellent.
There's going to be a lot of ESPN coverage, a lot of live streaming. I know Travis's swimming events are going to be live streamed, which is pretty cool on ESPN. And so we've got structured throughout the day. We have stuff going on. So I'll be coaching track and field. I won't even coach these guys.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so they'll have their own coaches from the state of Iowa.
Yeah.
Supper, lunch.
Just see him
Yeah.
for lunch. Is that what you said?
Supper, breakfast, one and two.
And that's hey, that was my brother-in-law Nolan. Speaking of Special Olympic swimmers. So yeah, I mean it's got to be your itinerary has to
Yeah.
be kind of set because
Right.
there are so many. There's just a lot of logistics, a lot of planning involved with all the athletes, coaches, volunteers.
Yep.
And I feel like at some of these events there have been, I don't want to say celebrities. I know at the World Games there are, but are there any that'll show up at the
Yeah.
national game? Not that that's what it's about, but
yeah,
I mean, it's incredible that it's on
Sure,
ESPN. That's super exciting.
All I know is it's being emceed by Tay Diggs.
Cool.
Yeah,
All right.
So that's opening
nice.
ceremonies. But there's ESPN reporters.
Yeah.
Kenny Mayne's going to be there. That's
Oh,
one name
Kenny
that I knew
Mayne
for
is
sure.
great.
He's hilarious.
Super talented guy, yeah.
But other than that, I didn't recognize a lot of ESPN reporters.
Sure.
But yeah, we run into people all the time there. But our focus is competing and,
Yeah.
and having some fun. And there's a lot of extra stuff that comes along with that. And you know, there's a fan zone that they'll
Sure.
go to. There's a healthy athlete screening, which is really cool, where they can all get checked. They get their eyes checked, they get their hearing checked, they get full physical checked. And if they go through all those checks, then I think they get a free pair of Brooks tennis shoes.
Wow.
So Brooks is in Seattle. Brooks tennis shoes
Yeah,
is in
of course.
Seattle.
I know that.
So they're going to outfit. There's like 3,000 some athletes that they could potentially outfit with brand new shoes.
Wow.
Which is kind of cool. So a lot of perks, a lot of fun things. But these guys look forward to these. Back in the 80s and 90s, we used to send, in the state of Iowa, over 200 some athletes.
Sure.
The process is a lot more harder to get in. It's a lot more competitive. That's why we're only sending 30 some athletes from Iowa and only 2 from Muscatine.
That is, so you really have to be, you have to be competitive, certainly, but to be able to be selected is a big deal. And then the fact that you're able to travel also. So, I mean, that comes in a variety of ways. Do you want to talk about some of the support that it takes to be able to go from Muscatine to the national games in Seattle? I mean, certainly you have fundraising efforts, but obviously this is a great community that supports Special Olympics in Muscatine.
Yeah, so all the fundraisers that we do throughout the year, whether it's in Muscatine or through the state of Iowa, they go to support our athletes 100%. So they don't have to have any cost bore onto them. So
that's terrific.
That's really awesome. So when we travel, not only are we being helped financially, but we have a good staff. We have a good coaching staff. We have good chaperones. We have good volunteers that help us out quite a bit. And there's a lot that goes into it, into traveling and preparing and practicing. And so,
well, let's go there. So Brad, obviously you've been lifting a lot.
Yep.
You feel like you're ready to hit the road on Friday? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, you're going to be working out a couple more times before Friday, or will you wait till you get there?
We have one more Thursday.
Okay.
One more Thursday practice. So he's been practicing twice a week. We've got an 8-week regiment for him, and it's pretty. We've got it down to a science because we use it for our midwinter tournament with these athletes, and they peak at just the right time.
I was going to say.
And so the workout regiment works really well.
And Travis, for you, I mean, you're a great swimmer, and you have great facilities at the Y, of course, the Muscatine Community Y. So will you swim a couple more times and then get ready to hit the road on Friday?
Yes, I will. I'll probably go as wide after done here.
Oh, really? All right.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's probably missing his workout regimen right now.
Workout right now.
He swims like twice a day.
I know.
It's embarrassing.
I got practice tonight.
You have practice tonight? Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
So happy that you guys are going to represent some great pictures on the screen from some powerlifting, bench press right there. Yeah, this is, wow, look at that crowd. Mm-hmm. Holy moly. So I imagine, the facilities are going to be very nice, certainly, when you get to Seattle for both swimming and, all the events, but specifically powerlifting and swimming will be great. But yeah, I mean, it's just going to be so fun to see. I'm assuming some familiar faces, right, from different parts of the Special Olympics family that you probably don't see. Maybe every 4 years you run into them.
Yeah, right.
And
from
be able to
states.
connect with them and share stories or ideas.
It's really like a big family reunion when we get together. Yeah. It's fun seeing everybody. Travis has been a part of the national game, started in 2006 in Iowa. When you think about Special Olympics, there's international games, which started back in 1968 in Chicago. Well, that's every 4 years. And then they also have national games every 4 years. Well, that started in Ames, Iowa. And he's been to every national game since then. So he's been to Lincoln, Nebraska. He's been to New Jersey. Was there any others that I'm not thinking of for national games? That should be it.
There's only been, 4 of them?
Yeah, there's only been 4 of them for national games. That's where all the states come together and compete against each other. And then international games is USA and everybody around the world. 3 years ago it was in Los Angeles.
Sure.
Next year it'll be in Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi?
Yeah. Arab Emirates.
So how it works is you have to have success at the state level, which you're just a couple of weeks a couple weeks behind us, and then be able to qualify and make it to nationals.
So if these guys racked up a bunch of gold medals within a 3-year period, the more gold medals that you rack up, the better your chances are to get. So you don't automatically get to qualify if you get a ton of gold medals.
Yeah.
If you get more gold medals than somebody else, they still it's a selection process.
Sure.
So they'll look at all the athletes and they'll say, well, who will be the best representation? Because not just as an athlete, but as a person, as their character and all that stuff.
So Brad, is this your first time going to nationals?
No.
No.
Second time?
You didn't go to New Jersey, but you went to Lincoln, Nebraska, didn't you?
Excellent.
That was in 2010.
I like that we have some veterans of the national games going back.
Yeah.
I think that means the Special Olympics Muscatine is going to do extremely well,
Right.
Yep.
Because you both have you've performed at that level. But Travis, is it more like when you're getting ready? Obviously, you're focusing on what you're going to do. Is it just another, is it just another competition in the pool, or can you feel that you're on this national stage?
Both.
Okay.
It's both. You can feel it, and then it's hard to explain.
I can't even imagine. I mean, because you're used to swimming at the Y, and then you go to Iowa State for the state competitions, which is probably a bigger pool, and now you're going to Seattle. I don't know how big that pool is going to be. I imagine it'll be pretty big, though, right?
Yeah, I think it's a 25-meter pool.
It's a 50-meter pool. It's an Olympic-sized pool.
Olympic-sized pool.
Yeah.
And a lot of a little bit more seating than at the Y, probably, right?
Yeah, and at Ames. There's not a whole lot of seating at Ames either.
I was going to say, it makes a big difference when you have a couple hundred or 1,000 people watching something that you do so naturally, and I'll say effortlessly. And I know it takes a lot of effort, obviously, but when I've seen you, you're just...
I think Travis actually gets some competition at these things.
That's
because
good.
when he goes to apply, he'll submit like what events he can do, and in New Jersey you did like the 1,000 free. He did the like 400
butterfly, 400 IM.
400 IM. So he did these longer competitions that were harder.
Okay.
This year he's not doing those only because they have to have at least 3 people in the United States that can compete against him, and there isn't a pool. So then they X out that 1,000 meter, they X out that 400 IM because there's not enough people for him to compete against.
So now you have to be prepared.
So he does the two, which is still good because then he actually gets a group of athletes that he can compete against rather than him just going against 1 or 2 people.
Wow. But the fact, Travis, that you've had to adapt so much over these, wow. I'm very impressed with you, pal. I mean, I can't wait to hear how this goes. And I know you're going to come back, Jason, and talk about a little recap after the games.
Right, yeah.
Wow, so national games leaving this Friday, by the way.
That's correct, yeah.
Got to get a suitcase packed. Make sure you don't forget toothpaste or whatever. Travel size,
They've got
of course.
a checklist that they go through, and so
hopefully
they pack all their stuff.
Good.
And if not, there's always a Target or a Walmart.
Yeah, right. Or maybe a Hy-Vee in Seattle.
Or Hy-Vee, that's right. Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know about Hy-Vee in Seattle. Are you out that far?
For the sake of the show, there might be one. We're getting some good reaction from people on Facebook. Laura Lee just says, have a great trip. Yeah, I mean, it's just the support in this community for all these different programs that we talk about on this show is so wonderful. But Special Olympics right there, of course. I mean, being around just a couple of years and seeing it firsthand, you can just tell that people care. They genuinely care.
Yeah.
And they want your program to be successful and to be able to go to on these trips and represent well, but then also to turn out to things that you do here in Muscatine. And one of the things that people can get excited and involved with, and are those pictures from Seattle? Is that what we're looking? That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Wow. There is a Special Olympics pickup truck.
Oh, yeah.
That I saw on Facebook
a
couple of weeks ago, and it was at the Y, which is the location, Special Olympics Muscatine, inside the Muscatine Community Y.
Yep.
So tell me about, and we're going to get a picture of this pickup truck on the screen. Tell me about this truck, and do folks still have a chance to potentially win it?
Yes.
You can't win a truck often.
No.
Right?
So we're selling raffle tickets until the end of September.
Okay.
We're going to draw a name October 6th. So the state of Iowa decided, hey, we need to come up with new creative ways. So Montana did this fundraiser where they purchased a truck, or if it was donated. The first year they made 20,000, and they're in year 15. Can you guess how much they would make off of that truck? Just raffling it off.
In like 1 year of doing it now, or
just selling raffle tickets within the year?
I'm gonna say $30,000.
$600,000.
Oh my gosh!
Now, I'm not saying we will get there this year.
Wow.
There's a picture of the truck.
Let's keep it right there.
This year, we hope to make our money back. I think it's a good advertising. We're in our 50th year with Special Olympics Iowa.
Yeah.
2 years from now, Muscatine will celebrate its 50th. We're 2 years behind them. So we've had that longevity here in Muscatine, which is great when you talked about a community and being very supportive. So we brought this truck last week, and we're selling raffle tickets for $5.
$5.
I've sold quite a few of them. I have probably over 1,000 tickets left, so I have plenty of tickets to sell. So what they'll do is they'll draw 11 names throughout the state of Iowa, and they'll draw one name from Eastern Iowa. And there's only, I think, 2 other locations in Eastern Iowa, Davenport and Dubuque, and maybe Clinton, so maybe 3, other than us, that are selling tickets in Eastern Iowa.
So look at Chad's camera right there and tell everybody how they can get one of the, first of all, how can I get a couple of those tickets?
Yeah, sure. So I didn't bring any with me.
Well, I was going to say,
I'm a good
unless
salesman,
I had cash or you have a chip reader, I could probably find, but go ahead.
So raffle tickets have to be purchased by check or cash.
Okay.
Iowa gaming law says you can't use a credit card or anything like that. So you can purchase them at the YMCA. You can come see me. We hope to set up something with Jim. Maybe Jim Simmons would sell some tickets out of the Hy-Vee location. I think that'd be kind of cool.
Yes.
I haven't talked to him about that yet, but
yes, we'll do it.
Is that a good idea?
Yeah. Yes.
I always bring these things up when we're on interview just to put you on the spot, right?
Well,
works out well for me.
You know that Jim's going to be on after we get done. So.
Oh yeah, perfect time.
And there he is right there.
And then I'll talk to him.
It's all good, Jim. We got to figure it out. Yeah. We're going to sell some Special Olympics raffle tickets, and somebody could win a truck if that's okay with you.
Hy-Vee location, yeah.
All right.
All right. Sweet.
And
all
Jason, listen, Jason just admitted that he is great at putting us on the spot.
I don't
okay.
intend to, but it just works out that way.
For Special Olympics Muscatine, I'm all in.
All right.
You know that. I've told you, like, refereeing.
So how many tickets can I get you then? All in's like 1,000,
my
right?
wife's watching, so several, Jason.
Several. Okay. All right.
Travis, how many tickets do you think I should buy?
I don't know, 100.
Okay.
I've had 5 people give me a $100 bill.
Wow.
Or write a check for 100.
The tickets, listen, folks, the tickets are $5 each, and you could win a new truck.
A brand new, let me describe the truck. So it's a 2018 Ford F-150, fully loaded.
Wow.
Crew cab. It's got the works. It's a sweet little truck. Like, I drove it around for a week, and I was saddened to give it up to the Quad Cities because they needed it for a while.
Yeah.
But eventually, I think I'll get it back for a short period of time in August.
If you just want to give me the keys, I'll hang on to it for a little while.
I've had several people that said that I sold them the winning ticket, so we'll see. I don't know.
You know what? Somebody winning for Muscatine, I think it'll happen.
It'd be cool.
So there's 1,000 tickets left. That's it.
Yeah, a little over 1,000 tickets that I have left. Yeah, so I asked for 1,000, and they gave me like 1,600. They're like, just go to town. Okay.
Don't you like when you ask
for
something?
No pressure or anything. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so please consider getting a ticket. I also want to talk about Over the Edge. So that's coming up in October.
That's going to be October. So October 19th is the date on that.
And you got Brad and Travis. You know what Jason's doing, right? Have you heard
Travis
what he's
doing?
Travis is doing it.
Yeah.
Travis, you're doing it too?
Yeah.
Are you afraid of heights?
Nope.
Okay. Now, I think I'm too chubby to do it from what I've read, but I am losing weight, so maybe I'll thin out by then. But let's go to the Over the Edge website. People are going to be rappelling, Travis and Jason are going to be rappelling, coming down the side of the Stanley building.
Yep.
For a good cause, supporting Special Olympics and Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Muscatine County. On this website, for folks that are watching, you can donate to a participant. You can sign up. I think you have to raise $1,000 to go over the edge.
Yep. So when you sign up, you pay an $85 registration fee.
Okay.
But that goes towards your $1,000 goal.
Wow.
Yeah. So once you hit your $1,000, then we have over 30 people signed up right now. We have 94 spots available to rappel. So we can do 2 per hour on that Friday, starting from 9 and finishing up about 5 or 6.
So if we go to Jason, I didn't know Travis was doing it. I sent the link for Jason's page because you're one of the top fundraisers, and people want you to go over a building, apparently.
They do.
They want him to go over the edge.
They can't wait to toss me, I guess. Yeah.
Mark Heideball, who works in our meat department, who's not here right now, which is too bad because you know him well. He's also doing it. Very excited about that.
Yes. Awesome.
And then there's how you can help out. So there's Jason Miller.
Oh, there's mine. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's mine
great
there,
picture of you and Dick Vetter, our buddy, who I see in the store often.
Strategically placed.
Right.
Yeah.
That's good to see you.
So you're getting there, which is great, and that's just gonna be such a cool event.
And really, when I did this, I signed up, created my page, and and shared it on Facebook, and within a week I had $600. Now I've got an anonymous donor of $300, which helps.
Yeah.
So thanks, Tony. I appreciate it.
Hey, anytime.
I don't know who that is, but
yeah, we'll take it. Sure.
But I mean, it's really easy once you share it. That's not even me like emailing,
right?
Sending out letters, doing personal asks. So.
Sure.
I think it'll be a really fun, easy fundraiser for people to sign up and to do. And it's something different. We're trying to come up with new, creative, fun ways to get the community involved and to do a fundraiser and to help support our athletes by doing these fundraisers. So it'll go to help Special Olympics, Big Brothers, Big Sisters, and the Chamber Ambassadors is working with us to help do this fundraiser. And I think it's in our first year, so we're trying to work out some of the kinks, but for the most part, I think we'll raise some pretty good money for our program.
30 people signed up to go over the edge.
Yes.
2 people sitting here right now, Jason Miller, Travis Moss. As I said, Mark Heideball from our meat department's doing it.
He's one of our coaches.
64 spots available.
Yep.
And you're right. That is, now, I don't really have a fear of heights, but I think anytime you're at the top of a building, but it's going to be so fun. And I imagine people will have like the GoPro helmets. And what a great perspective you'll have of beautiful downtown Muscatine. Travis, you got to be looking forward to that, right?
Yes, I am.
Oh, buddy.
It's a great view up there. I've been up there a couple times.
I have not been up there, but I bet it looks great, huh?
Yeah.
All right, so as we get closer to wrapping up here, national games leaving this Friday for Seattle. You could win a pickup truck, support Over the Edge, but then also I just want you, Jason, to briefly touch on some of the other summer activities that have been going on, because certainly Special Olympics Muscatine, you did not have any downtime.
No. So right now we're in softball season.
Okay.
So we've been practicing, getting ready. We have 3 softball teams, a roster of at least 12 on those teams.
Wow.
And then we have what's called softball skills to help get ready for team softball. So in softball skills, they do a softball throw, hitting station, fielding station, running station, and they compete against other athletes in Eastern Iowa. If they win their regional tournament, get first place, then they compete at state in Ankeny. And so, we'll compete in Cedar Rapids with our softball teams. And so next month is going to be a pretty busy month, not just national games, but we have 2 softball tournaments there.
Wow.
And then if they qualify, then they'll compete in August in Ankeny at state softball.
There is no slowing down.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise,
So we have over 60-some athletes in softball this year between skills and team.
60.
Yeah. Yep. Every year we just keep growing and getting bigger and bigger. Bigger and bigger,
it's
right?
Super
Brad?
exciting.
Yeah.
For people that are going to watch us that want to learn more, want to volunteer to be a coach or donate, money, or have someone that they know that they think should be a part of Special Olympics Muscatine. Can you give us website, phone number? Obviously, you're very active on Facebook. We've been showing off the Facebook page. But just give us the contact info, because I always want people to be, to know that you can still get involved or however they want to be connected to you.
Yeah, I mean, so we're located at the Muscatine Community YMCA. The number there is 263-9996. Well, there's all the information right there.
Perfect.
You can go to our the muscatiney.org website to check out our page. We have a little section there where you can check out all the sports that we have to offer, not just for our athletes, but for volunteers as well. If there's any coaches or any interest that you have in volunteering. Next month we have, for that softball skills that I talked about, we host that in Muscatine.
Oh, fantastic.
So, it's a great volunteer opportunity. So we will utilize over 20-some volunteers just for that event, to set up stations, to do registration, awards, and that sort of stuff. So if you're interested in helping out with that, or just anything with our program throughout the year, just get a hold of me at the Y.
I have to say, and I'm reading this live off of Facebook, my friend Lori Lanfear says, put me down for 20 tickets, $100. There we go. Yes. Thank you. Let's look right Lori. There, Lori.
She's awesome.
Thank you. Shout out to Lori Lanfear, Global Wireless, Lanfear Construction. A huge supporter of Special Olympics when it comes to bowling.
Yes.
And that is fantastic.
Yep.
Thank you, Lori.
Thanks, Lori.
Wow. Awesome. Okay. Well, gentlemen, have a safe trip to Seattle. Travis, good luck, man. It's great to see you.
Yep. Thanks, Tony.
I can't wait to get the recap when you come back in a couple of weeks in July. We're going to do it again.
We're going to do it again,
Brad, good to see you, pal.
Tony.
Good with the muscles on this guy. I think my hand just broke. Oh my gosh, he's strong. Good luck in Seattle, okay?
Thank you.
Jason Miller, always a pleasure,
Yes,
pal.
thanks,
Have a
bud.
safe trip. Please come back.
Thank you.
We're looking maybe July 15th. Get a
Yeah.
recap of the national
Right,
games. I'm so excited that we just sold
Hopefully
20
they're wearing a
tickets.
bunch of hardware.
Yeah, hey, yes, please.
Yeah,
show
we'll bring
off.
our hardware with us, and
And
yeah.
if you want to bring the truck, that's fine too.
If I can get the truck back, yeah, I'll bring it. Is there a way to bring it into the
Into
Hy-Vee?
the store?
Yeah.
Where
We'll
there's a
park it out
will,
front.
there's a way.
Park it out front
we
for a
can
period of
bring.
time?
Yeah, there you go. Park it
Sweet.
right out front. The man
Sounds
says right
good.
now. All
Put
right,
them on the
good
spot
deal.
again.
That works out. All right, Special Olympics Muscatine, Jason Miller, Brad Small, Travis Moss, thank you so much. Appreciate it. We're going to check back in with Chef Tess in the Hy-Vee Today kitchen as we get ready for Jim Simmons to join the program. I could have sworn, Tess, that I heard bacon, but I guess I didn't hear bacon. But that looks good. That looks good. So you got like a vegetable medley? What's going on?
Yeah, so I'm doing a catering for All Steel today, and we have a vegan that's going to be dining with the group today. So I'm just doing a special meal for them.
Cool.
So I'm going to do some roasted vegetables, and then I'm going to actually chill them, toss them in a homemade vinaigrette with some whole grains. I'm going to use farro today, and a little bit of like a white bean puree as well. So just a little something different. I'm sure when you're vegan, vegetarian, you probably get tired of eating salads all the time. So I always
Yeah.
try and show up with something that's different than a salad. So
How cool is that? So Tess, like Tess just said, got a catering at All Steel, found out somebody was vegan and is going to the extra. That's the kind of stuff that I think just sets us apart in a lot of ways. First of all, the fact that we have a professional chef, but the fact that that chef will go to such lengths as identifying that someone is a vegan and then creating a dish so that that person does not feel left out, or like you said, does not have to just go with the salad. That's super cool. Thanks for doing that, Tess. That's awesome.
welcome.
That's really cool. Jim Simmons joins the show, and we talk a lot about service in that store. That's a great example. Right. So it could have just as easily said, here's the catering. We heard that somebody's a vegetarian or vegan. Here's a salad, but going that extra step. I mean, it's really just, yes, I like to say we're going beyond that helpful smile in every aisle.
Yeah.
This is a great example. There's so many other ones as well in this store.
Yeah, every time somebody does a catering, I had somebody come in yesterday needing sandwiches, and says we have a couple that are vegetarians. No problem. We just, we have a great veggie sandwich, and if you've never had one, you should try it because it happens to be super good.
Sign me up.
You wouldn't even know it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, we do that all day long. Anybody who needs something, we're going to figure it out.
I was also excited because, and you just made me think of this, yesterday on Monday we had a big Chinese catering that went to Muscatine Community College. And that
Awesome.
was super exciting because, again,
Yes.
people will come in and see us for lunch or dinner. But if you're having a party, even if you're doing like a birthday party, whatever,
Yeah.
just because it's Tuesday party, you could call, and for like $10 a person, you can just get Hy-Vee Chinese at your party. Like that's pretty cool.
Every day's a party as far as
Right.
I'm concerned. So it doesn't matter if it's Chinese or bakery cake or whatever you might need. That's what we're here for. That's the one thing our store can do, anything, and that's what I love about it.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not limited. We can come up with something. If you have your own recipe and you say, here's what I really want, we'll figure it out. We'll make it happen for it. So
How about just the fact that you could call and say, this is my old timey phone. Hello, wait, hold on, let me pull the antenna up. Hello, Hy-Vee, can I get some donuts and bagels and Starbucks?
Yes.
Yes. You don't have to make multiple trips, and we can bring it
Right.
all to you.
Right, that's what it is. That's what it's all
The
about.
best.
Being
Yeah.
able to get whatever you want when you want it.
Yeah, and the fact that we deliver, and I've gone out and done flower deliveries, and that's really when it's fun, is when you're showing up to somebody's house, and it just doesn't have to be flowers, but certainly like around that Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, and they don't expect it.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
cool.
they can't miss you in the Hy-Vee vein.
Right.
So they know that
Right.
something's right. It's almost like Publishers Clearinghouse without the check, right? You're like, hey, look at this, and they're like,
Yeah.
wow, I had no idea this was happening.
It's just fun to see people's expressions.
Yeah.
It's more fun when I agree with you. When it's not Mother's Day or something.
Sure.
That's
Yeah.
super cool.
Yeah.
Because they're like, what's this for?
Right.
It's like, hey, somebody loves you. And
Yeah.
that's basically what it's saying. And that's what we're good at. So it's exciting for me to see people and hear the responses back from the customers and different things, and that's what makes it worthwhile.
Yesterday, I was walking towards the pharmacy, and I walked past the mother's room. The
Yeah.
mother's room is almost 2 years old. Keep it right there, Betsy. That's perfect. The mother's room is almost 2 years old. And click on those pictures if you don't mind. So this is right near the pharmacy. It's kind of behind this big Gatorade display. There's a bathroom, and then there's a mother's room.
Right.
So 2 years ago, this space was, I don't know what was in there. Maybe it was just storage.
It was storage. It was supplies. It was supplies for our pharmacy.
And Emily and Steve and the team identified that this would be a great idea. So the mother's room has a table and chairs with coloring books and books for like the little bit older kids. But then if we go back a picture, Betsy, there's the chair, the rocker, and there's a changing table in there.
Yes.
And we know that for moms that are breastfeeding or need to feed a kid, or we've all been there when you got the kid that's just kind of losing it.
Yeah.
And you're feeling like, I don't know if I want to take this kid down aisle 5 right now. And I just decided we should tell that story because that is such a cool space.
It is a cool space, you know, and that was just something that came out. People asking, hey, actually my own employees saying,
Sure.
hey, where can I go?
Yeah.
I thought, you know what? There's more people than just our employees needing that service, you know? So we put it out there, and I don't know anybody else that even has one, to be
No,
quite honest,
I don't think
honestly,
I
in
don't think it
town
exists.
anywhere. So that's kind of nice. And you hit it on the head. Every kid has their moment.
Right.
You know, it's a great place. I mean, you shut the door and you don't hear it.
No.
You know,
No.
and he can go in there or she can calm down a little bit, color on some coloring books, have a nice conversation, and get him back in the right mode,
Yeah.
right? And then go on with your shopping. So I think it just works in so many different ways, and so I'm really proud of that. Actually, I think it's a cool thing. It's just one difference that Hy-Vee does that really nobody else has or does.
And just because it says mother's room, and there was someone on Facebook that had commented this, and I replied, and I said, I've used it.
Yeah,
Even before I worked here,
yeah.
I popped in there for sure. I think
Maybe it should say parents' room. I don't know.
Yeah, but so that's a great shot. So Toyota Muscatine car cam, Ryan Broderson behind the wheel. There's that Gatorade display, and then right there on the left, and there goes Ramona flipping the light on. That is the mother's room, parents' room.
Yeah.
Ryan's going to turn the cart and give us just a live look at it. It is such a cool space for sure. It's just another. It's a small. I can't even say it's a small gesture because it's a big deal for a lot of parents.
Yeah. Yeah,
And, because
when
you
need
can't
it,
plan, right? You can't plan.
Yeah.
You can sort of like feel like, okay, the kid, the baby shouldn't be hungry now. But guess what? All of a sudden,
Something's
it
up.
happens.
Yep.
And then you're right. We'll have employees that are new parents that need to pump or whatever, and there's that space where you can do it. And we certainly are a store that has a lot of families come through.
Yes.
All the time.
Tons new babies in here every single day,
Yeah.
and it's super cool to see. Plus, if you need to use the room, it's
Right.
there. I mean, it's a good thing. It really is.
And I'll tell you this, in October, when we have baby girl, well, guess what? Be right
Yeah.
back in there.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know? I mean, not to say that we haven't used it recently, but I'll tell you what, add another kid into the mix. I'm going
Yes.
to need it to just take a snooze in that chair.
I need a break.
I'm going to be slumped out.
What are you doing in there, Tony? Oh, my kids needed a break. Yeah, they did.
They needed to take a little nap.
Yeah.
What about the donuts everywhere? Don't worry about those. Those are bought and paid for. So, and of course, it's right near the pharmacy.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you how much I enjoy working with the people that are in our pharmacy. They're the best. So there's a couple things that happen here at the store. So once or twice a day, there's an opportunity for people like myself, because I got a little certification thing where I can go and help out the pharmacy.
Yes.
And they're just so great, man. I mean,
They are awesome.
Their customer service skills are second to none.
Yes.
They know the people that come there, whether it's their first time or their 500th time.
Yes, and they're just great with customers. I spent some time over there in the HBC section here not too long ago, and just to listen to them talk to the customer. When Jamie and Stacy and Sarah, I'm going to miss somebody and they're going to be mad at me, but they're amazing. I actually had a customer comment the other day, and they were frustrated because they were talking too much. And I don't think that's possible. I think you got to take care of the customer, and I think they really enjoy that to talk to the customer, and the customers love to hear from us, and they're like family. And our business is really growing over there, and I think that's why. is because we are so darn good with the customers, and our team is so friendly over there. And under Nicole's leadership, she's our pharmacy manager. She is just amazing, and her and the whole team. Best pharmacy in town, hands down. I am so proud of them, and with where we've came in just 6 months.
Yeah,
it's just incredible, and you just have to be here to see it, notice it, and feel it, because it is super. It's just amazing.
Nicole Duelmeyer, Nicole Olson, her maiden name, Muscatiner, has done some really impressive things with Hy-Vee Pharmacy on a corporate company level, but then also wanted to be back in Muscatine, had triplets, by the way.
Yeah, triplets wants you to come back.
Yeah, three kids at once is a lot.
Yeah, that's
the fact that
stuff.
Nicole's here a lot. I don't want to say every day, but certainly she's here a lot. And Alice is here, and Sam, who just also had a baby. Congratulations, Sam, in case you're watching. That positive leadership, positivity is contagious.
Yes.
Right? It can go a long way.
Yes.
In addition to not, it doesn't hurt having 2 drive-up lanes.
That's right.
And the fact that we offer delivery. So for people that need those prescriptions, but they
free
can't
delivery.
make it out,
we don't even charge.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just so people get their meds. We want people taking their medicines right. Right. That's a big problem in the United States. People need medication, but they may not have the money to buy so they take half their meds.
Right.
Or they cut it back. So we're really into making sure for themselves, and we do everything we can to make that happen. And I tell you, our team is fabulous over there. I just can't believe it. And I made the comment last night in one of our meetings that the reason it's doing so well is the service side of it, because we're just so darn friendly, and they're just taking great care of the customer, and that's how it works with Hy-Vee. I mentioned our gas station last night in our meeting. The gas station that we have here is old.
Right.
It's
like the second Hy-Vee gas station ever.
It is.
Which is cool.
Which is crazy cool.
Yeah.
But it's wore out. I mean, I'm not going to mix words with that. And everybody knows it. But our business is just growing and growing and growing, and it's because Terry and her team are just so fabulous with customers. They know everybody's name.
Yep.
They care about you. They're going to make sure you're taken care of. And they're just amazing. And I can't imagine what we do with the new store. I mean, it would be, oh man, it would just be crazy. So I'm super proud of those departments like that are hard to grow. Pharmacy is not easy to grow, and neither is the gas business, to be honest with you. But when you have people like that that are friendly and willing to take care of a customer, they're going to do whatever. The customers are going to come back, and it's just a great feeling. It's just really neat to see.
Especially the pharmacy. So I emailed over an ad that we had ran a couple months ago about introducing the pharmacy, and we had some pictures of our staff. I want to show that in a minute, so we'll get that ready, because it is about the people that are there.
It is.
And they're just, I can't say enough about them. And it comes into that conversation about customer service across the entire facility that we're sitting in. Wherever you find yourself as a customer, again, whether it's that first time, and I can't tell you how great it was a couple weeks ago, and there's some of our pharmacy team, how great it was a couple weeks ago. I was bagging groceries up front. There was a mom, dad, and a son that had just graduated college, and they were in Muscatine day one.
Yeah.
And I said, you came to the right place.
Yeah.
And those were the folks that had like 61 cents on a fuel saver. They had no idea what a fuel saver was. I gave them the quick spiel. I'm like, you see the price of gas? Subtract it by 60 cents a gallon. Sound good? Cool. You go right to customer service, you'll get signed up. And they were like,
what?
All right.
That's cool.
Yeah. So, that also, like, having that experience, me personally, like, that's a great feeling to be able to hopefully, be there for somebody no matter what they need. Well, again, whether it's that first or 500,000th trip or however many, no matter where you find yourself in the store, the people in place here know what they're doing, and they genuinely care.
Yes, they do.
It is not just a job. This is, you have to be invested into what this company is all about, and that's taking care of people every day.
I go to every orientation for any new employee.
Sure.
And one of the things that we really talk about is how to take care of an employee, and they laugh at me a little bit, because I always tell them, you got to love them, hug them, and kiss them. I mean, that's all there is to it. And they laugh at that. And I said, obviously, we're not going to kiss someone, but there are days where somebody needs a hug. And I got my team will do that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just some days are rough. Some days are just fabulous, and they need a hug that day too. You know, it's they're celebrating whatever it is. And I'm so proud of this team because that's one thing they do. They do care about team. And you know what, we're not perfect. I'm not sitting here saying we are. We'll have a hiccup here and there. But even my part-time staff does a fabulous job. I mean, the young kids that we have working here, none of them are avoiding a customer. They're always right there trying to help, do the best they can. I love my team. I think they're doing a great job.
And it's, those team members, talk about Special Olympics and Mark Hy-Vee, who's in the meat department as a coach for Special Olympics, and the ways that this store is connected to the community. One of those, we're supporting Headbangers for Hayden. They have a golf tournament this Saturday, and then a concert at the bowling alley with 3 different bands. There's still time to get signed up for the golf tournament if you want to. So that's a story about a Hy-Vee employee, Kendra Doffelt, and her husband, Corey. They tragically lost their side to honor his legacy by taking Headbangers for Hayden, having events, and then using that money to help families that are going through the similar thing.
Yes.
So that's powerful.
Yeah.
And we're going to show the Headbangers for Hayden graphic, I believe. And that's this Saturday, y'all. So that's this Saturday if you want to play golf, or if you're able to write your checks for $500-$700 to local families.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where, I mean, obviously they got involved for their reasons, right?
Sure.
And we try to be so involved with them.
Yeah.
And support them. And Mark, I mean, when you talk about Mark Hy-Vee, I mean, he doesn't have to do that. He wants to do that. There's parents that work here that are involved in baseball, helping with the kids' events in town.
Absolutely.
And being involved in I think of Randy Beimer, he doesn't have kids, but he's involved in the chamber, and he just got off MCSA board here a year ago, and he's on and off helping all over the place. Diabetes Walk, heavily involved in. He's been just great team like that, just going all out for our community.
Yeah, it's so cool to have the opportunities to be involved, because you're like pro. So when people say like, hey, is it all right? You're just like, go.
Yeah, I get a kick out if they ask. I'm like, what are you asking me for? Just go do it.
It's never going to be no. It's going to be bye. See you later.
Yeah, when are you leaving? Like,
see you
go
when
do
you
it.
Get back. Yeah. So Headbangers for Hayden again. If you want to play golf, get signed up this Saturday. You got to get signed up before Thursday morning, is what they told me, because I saw Kendra and Corey in the store yesterday afternoon grabbing some Starbucks, which was great because like Kendra's off, and I'm like, cool, good to see you guys.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that they reminded me of that, because I told them I would go ahead and promote that for them. So another thing, obviously, big old tent in the parking lot, MCSA, Bonnie Nichols and the crew. Saw Bonnie this morning. They get that tent open at 8 a.m. The fireworks tent stays open till 11 p.m.
Yes.
And so far, so good. We'll see how today looks. A little bit of rain in the forecast. But again, folks, the only, and I'm looking right at that camera, the only place you can go in Muscatine or the surrounding area and purchase fireworks and help out MCSA. And there it is on the screen, purchase with a purpose. That's what it's all about. This isn't even about Hy-Vee, other than the fact that it's in our parking lot and we love MCSA.
Right.
It's about helping those folks.
Yep, 15,000 last year. I want to do more than that. We're a little behind, obviously, with the weather we've had, but I looked at the 10-day forecast. It's supposed to be good all the way through the 4th now.
Oh, yeah.
So if we can get that going, and people just understand that we are giving back here. And it's not, as you can see, $15,000 is not just a little bit of money. It's a lot of money.
Absolutely.
And if we could do better than that this year, that would be incredible. It would just be so exciting to be able to do that. And I think we can. We are selling a lot now. I think you'll see it even take off now. Get through this rain today and watch out. It's going to be great. And if we can get 20,000 this year, wouldn't that be cool?
Oh my gosh, it'd be incredible.
I really, people say, oh, well, what are you doing with it? And you're right, Tony. Hy-Vee's doing nothing with it. All we did was rent the space in the parking lot. That's it. We're out. We do help. We take the 4th of July. We cover the tent for the 4th of July that whole day. We help set it up and tear it down for them. But that's our part of our donation for them. That's us covering a day. Because I am a huge MCSA believer. I believe in what they do, and they just do too many great things and help too many people.
Yeah, every day. And keep that right there. So that's a little panoramic that I took yesterday.
Oh, that's cool.
And again,
good job.
How about my job, where I don't even have to say like, hey, Jim, I'm going out to the tent, because you trust that I'm doing the right thing, which I try to do every day. But I need to be out there because I need to keep reminding people, not only is the selection fantastic, which it is. I mean, you could get stuff that, I mean, if you got the space, you're going to light up the sky within reason. Be safe and only light them off when you're supposed to. I'll say that as a disclaimer. But that selection is fantastic, Jim. But then you can kind of see that there's some of these fireworks where you buy one and you get 3 for free.
Yeah,
that's a smoking good deal.
Yeah, it is. It's a crazy deal, actually. And the fireworks that they do that with are really good, too.
Yeah.
It's the 1776. That thing's a pretty cool thing. You buy one, you get 3 more. And I mean, there's just all kinds of cool stuff out there. And they have some really big stuff, too. And I told the girls, I've been talking to Bonnie every morning, and I was telling her, just make sure we don't run out of the big stuff, because that's what if anything, we ran out of some of that last year, and I think that'll help us a lot. That's a great poster there. I loved what they did with that.
Every single purchase, and I keep saying this, whether it's $5 or $500, somebody yesterday, God bless them, $800.
Wow.
$800.
Yes.
So if it's $8 or $800, it doesn't matter.
Yes.
It's all going to help. And if we go back to that picture right before the one with the sign, there was a pack. This is what I'm after. You know, I got a good sized backyard. That right there, that's like $40 or $50. That's got everything that I need that will not aggravate my neighbors when it's, of course, legal to light them off. Nothing I got to worry about. My kids will think I'm cool. But if you need the big stuff, the heavy artillery fireworks, they're also out there.
Yeah.
I mean, you could stack like 2 of the big, huge ones. One of them has almost like a Hawkeye logo. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You could put 2 of those next to each other, and you've got your own like downtown celebration.
Yeah. There's one of them that there has 130 shots.
Oh my God.
You just light it and stand back for like 10 minutes and let it go. You know, it's pretty cool.
Oh, that's gonna be super cool.
But that's what sold last year, and I told them I don't want to run out of those this year. So if we have to, the kids stuff, we got plenty. I mean, we just got it all. I mean, they just did a really good job.
And it's so cool. A lot of whom are people that I know. But then there's just people out there, I don't know who they are, but guess what? They support what MCSA does. And you never know, like, is a volunteer that's out there right now somebody that had the services of MCSA at one point in time? And I know that there's stories like that. It's just, I'm telling you, there's a decent amount of fireworks tents in this town, but that is the only one, ladies and gentlemen, that you can purchase with a purpose.
Yeah.
And the money stays local. It's not going anywhere. These are local volunteers running the tent.
Yep.
So it's not like a pop-up shop that's going to disappear and you'll never see again until next year. Local people, 100%.
Local people, money stays in, and money stays. And I mean, it's super excited about that. I'm praying that everything goes good and everybody's watching this and everybody understands why they should be buying them here.
Yeah.
And if they'll just do that, I think we can hit 15,000 again or more. And that's the key. Is I want you to buy the fireworks there only for that reason. Otherwise, I don't care where you buy your fireworks. I mean, it doesn't matter to me. It's all about, it does matter to me that we support MCSA. And I'm all over it.
Well, you understand it. You and I have unique perspectives, certainly. You're on the board at MCSA, so you know what's going on. And I've been connected to the MCSA Domestic Violence Shelter.
Yes.
So, and that's just like, I mean, that we're just like scratching the surface as far as the things that they take care of. 104 children resided at MCSA.
Yeah.
So think about that. The services down, coming down, and the mental health services.
Certain days of the week. I mean, this even get started on what I do. Charlotte can hit that later tomorrow, right?
I think so.
Because I will mess. You just can't imagine the people they touch and what they do for our community. Because if they weren't there,
I don't know. I don't want to think
where would
about
they
it.
be?
I don't know. I can't
exactly.
think about it.
We would be taking care of themselves. You know?
Very close to closing its doors.
Yeah.
Until MCSA stepped in.
Yep.
And again, in a perfect world, you don't need a domestic violence shelter, but this is not a perfect world.
It is not a perfect world.
So the fact that we have that as a resource in this town, in addition to everything else, and like you said, we'll touch on this more when Charla and Bonnie or Charla well, listen, they got a fireworks tent to run. Whoever can show up inside, I appreciate it. I can great picture right there. And how about the day one? You're setting up. You're out there all day. Chad Yoakum was there with some city housing people. Muskie football players running in the rain, getting stuff when we were getting set up.
It was crazy.
Nobody stopped working.
Yeah.
And it's all worth it when you walk out there now and you see the great selection of
Yep,
fireworks.
I love it. I think it's going to be a great year. I think these next 10 days are going to be beautiful, and
Yes.
people are going to be here shopping and buying. It's just going to be a good year.
It's going to be hot.
Yeah.
I looked at Friday, Saturday, like 94, 96.
Yeah,
You know what?
there's
Those
like
are
3
perfect fireworks
days. 3 days in the 80s. The weekend was in the 80s.
Yeah.
And for the 4th of July, are you kidding? I'm all about it.
Yeah. And we saw when the weather
yeah.
cooperates.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
know that that's going to happen. So please go out and see those folks. Last thing for brand new program, Fuel Saver Plus Perks bonus bucks.
Yes.
Now, I understand Fuel Saver Plus Perks. I scan it. I can buy things in the store. I can get to the register. Had a customer yesterday I heard had $1.15 on their fuel saver.
Yep.
So how that works, the price of gas, the price of gas is $2 per gallon. Fuel Saver card works. Right.
Yes.
So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, this week you'll earn $10 in bonus bucks when you spend $100.
Right.
You spend $200, you're going to earn $25, and then you come back and see us.
Yep.
July 1st through the 4th, and guess what? You get to the register with your purchases. You scan your Fuel Saver card.
Takes
and
$10 off.
Beautiful. It's a cool thing. Like,
Yeah.
this has never happened.
You can spend the $100, get $10, or spend the $200, get $25. Come back in the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, or 4th, buy $10 worth of stuff, swipe your card, and you walk out with the $10 worth of stuff.
That's pretty cool.
Or you can buy $100, swipe your card, and you're going to pay $90. You know,
Yeah.
whatever it is. So it's very unique. It is all tied into the Fuel Saver card, which I love. It's
Yeah.
so simple. All you do is swipe it, and everything's taken care of. And you know why I really love it is nobody else can do this kind of stuff but us, and I love it. Nobody has a Fuel Saver card.
Mm-hmm.
This is just another way of using it. You know, we gave I mentioned last night $204,000 in April, May, and June we gave back in fuel savings. So if you tell me it doesn't work, you're crazy. You cannot tell me it doesn't work.
$1,000.
Yes. And we are one of the biggest ones. I would say we're in the top 10 stores in Hy-Vee that uses Fuel Saver.
$4,000.
Yeah, in 1 quarter.
Wow.
Insane. But we have a lot of them in the store. We
Yeah.
make it so it's on the items you want every day. You know, we got eggs this week. Every Hy-Vee egg's got 2 cents on it.
That's
we
pretty
did
exciting.
milk last week. We just do all kinds of things to try to make it really good. And obviously we did.
It
because
works, and people listen.
It does work.
If you don't have to pay the full price, like right now, my gas light's going to come on soon.
Yep.
And I work
Mine's
next
on
to a
right
gas.
now.
We both work next to a gas station.
Yep.
And like, it's just so nice to know that I can see the price, whatever, $2.76, whatever it is, and think, no, that's not what I'm going to pay. Because I know
Yeah.
that I got 5, 10, 15, 20, 40, however many. There's some people that pay a penny and fill up their whole vehicle, which is wild, but it happens.
right.
I got tagged in a Facebook post a couple weeks ago, might have been last week. Somebody paid 9 cents a gallon.
Right.
And they're so excited because, again, it's all practical stuff.
Yeah.
You're not coming in here and buying like a Tiger, you know what I mean? We're not selling exotic things that only have fuel savers.
Exactly.
You can, from where we're sitting right now, you can see probably almost 100 easily or more different
Yep,
items.
you can count them out. And the cool part is like, if you never start off with zero.
Right.
If you come to our gas station,
Yeah.
pump 10 gallon, go inside, let them swipe your card, boom. You add 5 cents on for the next time you come back.
That's almost like
So
ridiculous.
yeah,
but it's
you
awesome.
never
Yeah.
pay full price at the pump because if you just do it that way,
Yeah.
all you got to do is buy your gas here.